So this is the part of the country where you'll find a lot of Civil War monuments and statues. Really have nothing much to say about that. It's kind of just an objective fact. (1973) Lonoke County to 2073 Centennial. Alright. With pride in our past and hope for our future, we have buried in this vault of concrete and steel things we hope will not be disturbed for 100 years. In January of 2073, open with care and thoughtfulness. But before opening, refer to miscellaneous record book M36, page 10, in the office of the Lonoke County Circuit Clerk. Okay, so that's cool. In 1973, they buried a time capsule right out front. And it looks like this courthouse was built in 1928. This memorial to justice dedicated by Judge W.J. Bill Wagner, 1859 to 1968. Alright, so I wonder who this guy is over here. Oh, yep, it's a Confederate monument. (1861 to 1865), that's kind of when a lot of the fighting went on around here. Erected by the T.C. Hindman Chapter, UDC, Lonoke, Arkansas. Alrighty, so on my way back to Kansas City from Lonoke, Arkansas, and I decided to forego the interstate and take the scenic byway through the Ozark National Forest. This is a part of the country that I've never really tucked into and tried to soak up. So yeah, I stopped. There's this hiking trail out here. Cars just down this trail, maybe 150 feet. Yeah, so I just kind of wanted to come out here and check out the forest really quick. Got a sign already. It says, plan ahead and prepare, travel and camp on durable surfaces, dispose of waste properly, leave what you find, all that. So it seems like this trail probably goes on for quite a ways. See, I feel like I'm in the mountains, but I don't think that you can really say that these are the mountains. Highlands is a much better way to put it, in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera. I'm filming on my phone right now, a Galaxy Note 10 Plus. I've got this nice wide-angle lens. One thing that I don't really like is the fact that I can't switch between the front and back camera during mid-video. That would be a really nice feature, but it's a nice phone regardless. So yeah, it's very green out here. Moss-covered trail, moss-covered rocks, lichens. I can hear down here there's a little creek But yeah, I feel like I'm being disrespectful to the forest right now by just talking and not letting it talk to me. So I'm just gonna walk around, have a little bit of silence. You can see this tree that's fallen right here, and it's obviously been a long time since it fell. It's half decayed, it's very wet. I'm looking for mushroom mycelium in there. I'm gonna sniff it. Just smells like wet wood to me. So yeah, I've been traveling for quite a long time now with my job, and I've always kind of kicked myself for not documenting my travels. So, oh, look at this moth. Wow. Beautiful. Anyways, always kind of kicked myself for not documenting my travels when I have so many things that I could share and remember. You know, moments like this where I just find a random hiking trail on a scenic byway on my way home from work. But yeah, so this is kind of like a dry run on my phone. I'm probably going to buy a GoPro here pretty soon and really get some sort of image stabilizing technology involved and some sort of handheld thingy device to point at myself and then turn around and keep on filming. But yeah, there's this creek. I don't want to go off trail because you just shouldn't go off trail when you're hiking. Wow, I have got to tell you, it is just breathtaking out here. This is the American South. And you know, not a lot of people give the South much credit for, at least where I'm from, for being a serene and beautiful place. But this is one of the most beautiful and serene places I think I've ever been. Wow. I feel like I'm in a movie. Probably shouldn't spend too much time out here if I'm going to get home at a reasonable hour at all. It's already probably about 10:30 that I'm set to get home. My phone battery is quite low. It could die any second, any minute now. And see, the other thing about kind of having a dry run is I feel like this is all just practice right now. Like, I have no idea how to edit videos. Well, I have some idea, but I mean, it doesn't mean I have any skill at it. It's a fallen tree. Wow, it's left a puddle where it used to be. Why is it? Okay, whenever I go hiking, it's pretty much guaranteed that I have to poop. I think it's because hiking is relaxing. I plan to run back to the car so it doesn't take as long. I'm literally just gonna run back. But let's go up the trail just a little bit further. That's another thing when hiking, is you just always want to go just a little bit further up the trail. You always want to see what's around this curve. Why don't I just get up to that point and then I'll turn around, and then you see something up beyond and you're like, oh, I have to go see that. And after this cycle, you know, of going through this 4 or 5 times, finally go, okay, I really need to go back now. I do have a good handful of videos where I've just kind of grabbed my phone and gone walking without any commentary, but they're not that great for the same reason that this video is not going to be very great. It's so freaking bumpy. There's no stabilization whatsoever. Ooh, it's kind of muddy. I don't have my mud shoes, but some people have placed some rocks, or nature has. Wow. I almost feel like I'm in kind of like an alternate reality of Oregon or Washington. There are a lot of ferns here, but there's also a lot of foliage and trees that normally you'd never see in Oregon either. Like, this is cool. I have no idea what kind of tree this is. I feel like it's probably painfully obvious to a lot of people, but I really have no idea. Okay, well, this seems like a good place to start thinking about heading back. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the video off and run on back. Okay, so I just saw some really interesting old dilapidated buildings. I think they may be down this way. The thing is in this part of the country, you do not want to trespass on people's land. So I gotta be mindful of that. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I went down this road a little bit, and it's just endless single track dirt road. It can get pretty eerie out here in the Ozarks. You know, we've got good weather right now. but if you come out here kind of in the winter time, while it's been raining, these roads can actually be extremely dangerous. You definitely need four-wheel drive. Because if you get stuck out here, you're not going to have any cell service. There's no one to call. And nobody is ever out here, you know? People, like, this is just a secluded area. I'm not worried about someone ramming into the Jeep because I haven't seen a single soul in forever. Some deer tracks. I don't know if you can see those, but... And then you come across these random things like... just this really old gate. Like, whose gate is this? And what's up with this field? Whose field is this? It's a really nice field. But, yeah, I don't know how much further down this road I'm gonna want to go. My GPS says that it can get me home, but you don't really always want to trust a Garmin in the Ozarks. There are a lot of roads out here that are... They exist, but they shouldn't exist. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna go down this road a little bit longer, and if it gets real rough, I'm gonna turn around. Starting to kind of just want to go home now. Alright, so I went down this single track a little bit further. Didn't take long until I found this dragged out branch. So somebody out here doesn't want me going down this way. That's fine because I didn't really want to keep on going anyways, but kind of wish I was a little bit higher, could get more of a view, but this still isn't too bad of a view. Basically just on the other side of that field I was just at. So I'm wondering if I'm on somebody's land right now. I kind of feel like I am, but there were no trespassing signs, nothing of that sort, so if someone does come out with a shotgun, just pops out of the bushes, I'll be real friendly and tell them I was just doing some exploring. But this is cool. It's a tranquil little pond here. A frog just jumped into the water. I scared him. I think there are a lot of frogs just out here on the banks. Got some cow hooves, or looks like horse hooves. Come and drink from the watering hole. I'm probably not going to drink out of this nice greenish brownish pond. Doesn't seem like a great idea. But it seems that people like to come out here and camp. Maybe. I keep on seeing little spots that look like old campfire spots, but maybe I'm just imagining it. And then, okay, the really cool thing I found out here is this super old tractor. It's an old Caterpillar. Corps of Engineers, U.S. Army. It's a grader road. I guess they use this to make roads. Stock number 78-4440. .070.450. There's no date manufactured here. I wish they would have known that some dude driving down a random road would really like to know when this thing was built. It was built in Peoria, Illinois. There is a Caterpillar dealer near you, made in the United States. Motor grader number 1R910. Wheel looks like it's in pretty good shape. You can see the steering column. It just goes right over the top, right down to the wheels. Looks like. I'm still looking for a date, and I still do not see one anywhere. I don't know. Early 1900s. That's my best guess. There's the engine back here. There are a lot of, I don't know what to call it, metal labels on here, I guess. There's the fuel gauge. Right there. Oh, you know what? I see a date on the engine block. 2/17/5. Wow. Or is it? Wait. 12/17/5? Does that mean that can't be 1905? I don't know what that means. Just somebody tell me what that means, because I don't know. You wanna take a moment to appreciate that honeybee before the murder hornets come kill it? I really hope the murder hornets never get this far. We gotta get rid of the murder hornets, guys. Well, this has been fun, but if I'm gonna get home before 1 a.m., I should probably be on my way. Well, it is 7:30 p.m. I'm drinking coffee. Still got a long drive ahead. Well, not too long. 4 hours and 11 minutes. Yeah, I want to show you guys this view. Hey, all right. So after I got out and kind of looked at that view out there, that's when I got pretty tired and I pretty much just focused on driving home. I listened to a bit of an audiobook, Shogun. Really good. I definitely recommend it. It's one of those books that shakes up your view of the world and how you kind of thought that things should be and how they actually are, things like that. Anyways, that's way beside the point. Uh, just wanted to kind of jump in and say, yeah, that's where this vlog pretty much ends. So yeah, that was yesterday. Now I'm just kind of at home in my apartment. Tomorrow I may be going up to Minneapolis, so might do a little bit of shooting out there. Definitely going to be going to Sioux City, South Dakota pretty soon here, and then also Des Moines, Iowa. So Sioux City, Des Moines, not the most interesting places in the world, but there's always interesting things that you can find when you're out traveling, regardless of where you are. So, yeah, that is the end of this vlog. So, oh, and I do want to say, I know it was terrible, especially the part where I'm walking through the forest and it's super shaky. People, if people were actually able to get through that, I'm sure they would have wanted to throw up after the end. It probably induces motion sickness or something. So, okay. Anyways, that's all. Adios.